Has anyone found my wig? Because it is in orbit somewhere. I cannot find it. It's gone. Wig snatched wig. Guys, welcome to the most insane, the most crazy, the most unbelievable, the most emotional, the most heartwarming, the most craziest, I think I said crazy twice, I don't know, the most oh my god thing that experiences that has ever happened to me in my lifetime of 25 years of living. I am shook. This story time will probably be in 2 parts because there is so much to say. So there'll be probably 2 videos. This will be day 1, and then I'll post day 2. I'll probably post them at the same time, so don't worry. But this is the most craziest thing that has ever happened to me, and I cannot wait to spill it all to you. And are you ready? Because you have all waited for this video. My Shadowhunters convention, THOS2 experience story time. I was gonna vlog it, but we couldn't film in the panel rooms and stuff, and we could only film for like the first minute, and like if you filmed you would like get kicked out, and I wasn't gonna risk it because like no way. I'd rather do a story time and like be excited to tell you guys rather than like, you know, have a bad experience, get kicked out, etc, etc. So grab your snacks, grab everything, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, grab everything you need, because this is going to be the best story time you have ever heard in your life. And this will probably be the best video on my channel. Actually, the second best after me interviewing Kat. This will be the second best video on my channel. Are you ready, guys? Let's go. Hello my bitches, hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Story time, THOS2, it is here, we are ready. I'm going to get right into it because there is so much to say, and it's going to be crazy. I'm going to show you all my photo ops, I'm going to talk about my orders, I'm going to talk about everything that happened on day 1 right now. So we get into the thing, I register for my pass. And I looked at the schedule of how the day was going to run. My very first photo op was Matt. Matthew Daddario was my first photo op. I have never been more offended in my entire lifetime. I literally remember saying over and over again, this is so rude, this is so rude, this is so rude. How is Matt my first photo? Like the Lord's testing me today. Like, I'm like, how am I supposed to make it to meet Matt straight away? Like, first off, before I can like process what's even happening. Like, I'm at THOSCon, like what the hell? So I had to meet Matt first, but like before all that happened, we had to do the opening ceremony. So we all met in the panel room, and they did the opening ceremony. So the company WeEvents, they played this really, really amazing video to like open the con up, introduce the con. And they played the video, this epic music started playing, and we all stood up and started cheering and dancing, and the doors opened, and the cast came out in front of me, like this way, like in front of me. I was in the front row, because I had a VIP pass, so I was in the very front row, and so like they would just come right past me, and like I started filming, because you could film like the first couple minutes, the first 5 minutes, I think you could do like flash and film or whatever, and they came past me. And like I was just like screaming, I was like in shock, like they look so good. They all walked, Harry walked out, I wanted to die. And then Matt walked out, I lost my shit, do you understand? Matt walked out with his hat on, and like he just looked so good, and I was screaming, like it was great. And like everyone was screaming, and they were just all, Alberto looked great, Dom, everybody, M looked gorgeous, Kat looked gorgeous, everybody looked gorgeous. Photos didn't do any of them justice. Like, yeah, Matt's hot in pictures, but like in real life, Matt is too, oh my god. In real life, this entire cast is just gorgeous, and I was shook. I've never seen anybody more attractive in my entire lifetime. Okay. So like, they all came out, I was dying. And then, I think at one point I was on Shum Jr.'s Instagram story. I'm not sure if it was day 1 or day 2, but I was on his Instagram, or like, someone like filmed it, and I was like in the audience. I'm like, that's me, guys. Sorry. And I think it was M's as well, or somebody else's. Anyways, so they did the opening ceremony. Everyone said hey, everyone was really excited. They introduced themselves, obviously.
We all know that.
Send me all of them.
We all know that it's lunacy, bless your heart.
Donc techniquement, il a quand même dit que j'étais la meilleure
avec tout ce qu'il a jamais vu de sa vie.
Oh my god, he hugged her. He hugged her!
I'm gonna try my best.
Like, not that they needed introductions, but like, you know, it was just a big, you know, hey, welcome, thank you for being here. And what was really amazing was that the cast actually wanted to be at the convention. Like, they weren't forced to be there. So, like, sometimes some other conventions, like, you know, casts have kind of forced to come. But they all willingly wanted to be there to show the support and gratitude to the fans. And it was just so, so sweet. It already made me emotional. I was like, holy crap, could this cast be any nicer? Hold on. Like, oh my god. So, they all, you know, started talking and like, you know, they were just chatting to us and, like, you know, saying thank you for having us here, blah, 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 blah. Then the photo ops happened, and they left to get ready for the photo ops. So the first bunch of photo ops was Matt, Harry, Em, and Will. They were the first 4 photo ops. You know, the first set of ops. And while that was happening, there were like a few panels. So like Kat had a panel, Alberto and Jade had a panel. I think Harry at one point joined Jade, I think, or was that day 2? I can't remember. But there were a few other panels happening while the photo ops were happening. So obviously my row was because I was a VIP. Me and the other VIPs, we got called first, so, you know, first preference. So this was happening. Matt, I was gonna meet Matt. I was about to meet the love of my life, like, the king, the guy that got me obsessed with Shadowhunters, you know, the guy who plays the character I adore to death, that I could relate to, that has helped me, like, be more confident in myself. Like, it was emotional, man, I swear to God. And you know when you have that I had this gut feeling, right? The whole time, like, leading up to the convention, I had this gut feeling, you know, you got that feeling in your gut. I had this gut feeling that Matt was gonna recognize me in the photo ops. I had this gut feeling. I was like, oh, he won't, whatever. You know, only Kat watches my videos, that's fine. But I had this gut feeling. So, we went to the photo ops. We were supposed to go to Matt first, but because Matt had like a bit already, you know, there were so many people to meet Matt, no one was in Harry's line. And I'm like, well, can we meet Harry first? Like, he's just standing there. Like, I want to meet Harry first while we wait for Matt. Like, Harry's there. Like, God, a king is there. And no one's there. I'm going. So we all, a bunch of us went to see Harry first. And he is so cute. I have photo ops to show you. I'm so excited. Harry, I looked at him and I literally walked up to him and I was like, wow. Like, I literally said wow to him. I was like, wow. And he kind of like laughed and I was like, hi. And I'm like, well, I was like, wow, hi. I was so starstruck. I was like, this is Harry, Shum Jr. This is Magnus Bane in front of me right now. I was like, oh my God. Like, try to calm myself. And I was like, so I was like, wow, hi. And he's like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm like, it's so good to meet you. And we just started kind of chatting a little bit. And then we took our photo. This was our photo. Hold on, I'm showing you every single photo on him, okay? That's mine and Harry's photo. Can we take a freaking moment? Look how beautiful. Look how precious. I'm so happy. And he's so tall, you know? Like, at least in Matt's photo op, he kind of crouched, but Harry was like, nah, screw you, I'm gonna be tall. And I'm like, I'll do whatever you want, it's fine. Like, this is your op now. Like, who am I? This is your op. Like, you own this, let's be honest. So Harry was just like, he just like stood up really, it looked like he's tall, but like, he looked like I'm short, so like, and everyone asked me how short I am. I'm so short, like, you'll see. And like, Harry was just gorgeous, like his arms, oh my God, I was like, damn, he's so hot. But he's so sweet, he's so lovely, I was in love. I was like, I love you. Like, he's just the sweetest guy he's so sweet, I love Harry. So it was Harry. Then I went to Matt. I could see people taking photos with Matt, and I was like, Matthew Daddario is literally right there. Like, I'm having a moment right now. So I was in the line, and I was lining up, and it was my turn to go up to him next. I walk over, and in my head, I'm like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. But and I was like, oh my God, hi. I was trying to be chill. Like, I wasn't chill inside, but I was trying to be a bit chill. I was like, oh my God, hi. And he looked at me, and he's like, hi. And he stopped, and he's like, wait, I know you. It was in that moment I died. My life flashed before my eyes. I was attacked. I was literally emotionally attacked by that. He was like, I know you. And I was like, no you don't. I literally said, I was like, oh my God, no you don't. No you don't. He's like, yeah, you're from the internet. And I'm like, far out. Matthew Daddario has just exposed me right now in the convention. I cannot. He was like, I know you. He's like, you're from the internet. And I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? I'm like, that's me. Oh my god, shit. He's like, I feel like I'm taking a photo with a superstar. And I was like, dude, you did not. I'm like, oh my. I just kept saying, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I can't believe this. I said that to him. I was like, I cannot believe you just said that to me. He's like, yeah, I can't believe I'm taking a photo with a superstar. He's like, I feel like I am. And he was like, I also heard that you have a bad joke to tell me later on. Now, this bad joke, listen. I tweeted this out like days before the convention even started, right? I tweeted out something along the lines of, oh my god, I have the most terrible joke to tell Matt at the convention. And I didn't tag him in it. I didn't, like, tag anybody. I just tweeted it out to, my fans, my followers, my friends. I just tweeted it out on my account, whatever. He saw that tweet. He's like, I heard you have a bad joke to tell me. Matthew must have stalked me, or someone liked it and he popped up onto his timeline. Like, I don't know. But, or Kat told him, let's be honest. Kat loves to expose me to Matt. I love you, Kat. So somehow he knew about this joke. And I wasn't really going to tell him the joke because I'm like, it's that bad. I'm like, nah, like, whatever. And then because he mentioned the joke to me, I was like, holy crap, now I have to tell him. Like, it wasn't a big deal, but I was like, holy shit, now I have to tell him this joke. And I'm like, oh my god, I was like stressed. It was great. So I was like, how did he know about it? I'm like, how did you know? And he just looked at me like, I know everything. I'm like, oh my god. So he's watched me freak out over Alec and Magnus and Malik and Shadowhunters. He's seen this bad joke I have. Like, how am I literally standing? How am I still standing? I would have fallen over, collapsed by now. I was actually pretty chill, but inside I was like dying. Like my heart was like boom, boom, boom. And then so he's like, oh yeah, I heard you have a bad joke to tell me later. And I wasn't going to tell him in the photo op because, like, I was going to hold everybody else up. I'm like, I'll tell you in the autographs. And he's like, yeah, okay, sweet. I'm like, okay, I'll see you soon. He's like, see you soon, buddy. And then I left. And I died. And the girl behind me was like, oh my god, you have to go in front of me because I have to see you die in front of Matt. I'm like, thanks. Like, same. And so the next op, was M. Oh, no, I didn't even show you my photo with Matt. Oh my god, how rude. Look at that beautiful... Look at that. Like, come on, please. That's beautiful. I'm not even joking. That's the most iconic photo. This was... Even though this is not my favorite, I love this photo to death. Like, my other photo is amazing. And, like, this was our very first meeting. Like, this just is gonna be such a special place in my heart. And, like, all the photos turned out amazing. Like, I don't know what happened, but all the photos turned out insane and crazy. Okay, so that was Matt's op. We went to M's next. And M is so gorgeous, man. Like, I walked up to her, and I literally said, I was like, I'm like, hi, M. And she's like, oh my god, hi. And I was like, you are so gorgeous. I had to tell her that. I was like, you are gorgeous. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, same. Like, what are you going to say to that? I just have to tell her because she's so pretty. She is that stunning. Like, she's a goddess. Like, I'm not even joking. M is stunning, like, honest to God. And she was like, did you have a pose you wanted to do? And I suck at coming up with poses, right? Like, I tried to prepare myself to, like, make poses. I had no idea what I wanted to do for anybody. And so I was like, I was like, you know what? I was like to Em, do you know what? I just really want to hug you. And she's like, yeah, of course. So we hugged and we took the cutest photo op. I'm not even joking. Like, listen, when I tell you that is the cutest photo you'll ever see of me and Em, I'm... Look, freaking precious. Like, I'm dead. Like, that is so cute. Okay, you feel me? You feel me? So that was M's one, and oh my god, bless. Actual bless. And I'm like, I'll see you soon. And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, okay, I'll see you soon. I left. The next op I had was, Will. And, okay, let me tell you, Will, I love Will, and, like, seeing him in real life, like, his British accent, like, the shirt he was wearing, like, he's tall, his blue eyes, like, oh my, that man is something else. Like, I'm not here. Like, that man is so beautiful. I melted. I was like, I walked in and I'm like, hey, Will, and he's like, I'm not going to attempt the British accent because I'm going to just butcher it. I'm not even going to try. And he's like, he's like, hi, it's so nice to meet you. And I'm like, you too. And I was like staring at his eyes on the mic, actually ends me, like his British accent. Like, I was dead. And his blue eyes, like, hold my wig. Actually, my wig was gone after Matt, after Harry, actually. We took our photo op. This was it. Like, I kind of did, like, I didn't do any, like, cool poses for the first bunch of photos, because I'm like, this is my first meeting with all of them. So, like, I want to do something just really, just normal, just like a, you know, a high, you know, like a normal pose. Like a normal photo. And he's so tall. He's so hot. And look, Wes, I'm so tiny. Everyone was so tall. I was like, hey. Will is amazing. He's the sweetest guy. It was his first convention as well. He did so well. I'm so proud of him, okay? He deserves the world. So that concluded the first round of photo ops. Now, while those photo ops were happening, Kat was having her panel, and people, you know, fans were asking questions. And a fan, while I was in the photo op, I missed this, and I was so fresh. I was like, oh damn it, like, I can't believe I missed this. A fan asked her if she watched any fan videos, like, and fan reactions to the show and stuff. And she's like, yo, she's like, I'm sure you all know Adam's videos. Like, I love Adam's videos. So she mentioned my reaction videos in her panel, and I wasn't in the room. And she's like, I'm sure you guys all watch Adam's videos, and everyone's like, yes, we do, we love Adam. And they tried to look for me in the crowd, because, like, you know, front row, but, like, because I was in the photo ops, I wasn't there, and I just missed that, and I was so gutted that I missed that, because I was like, that would have been so, but my friend Chloe was in the panel at the time, and she was like, yeah, Kat, she was so happy that when she was talking about you, like, she was so happy, and I was like, queen, like, I love Kat so much. So I missed that, and I was so annoyed that I missed that, but, like, you know, what can you do? I was just even, I'm just honored that she even mentioned my videos in her panel. Like, that's crazy. Like, that was, like, she's been amazing to me. Like, we'll get to that. So I was buying stuff. I was buying some merch from, like, the fan tables at the front. I was buying some stuff. I came back in the room, and it was Alberto and Jade's panel. And I had to, like, duck to the front, and I, you know, ran over to my seat, sat down. And midway through Jade and Alberto's panel, Alberto was looking around, and he looked at me, he saw me, he looked at me, and he pointed at me. And he was like, you. And he didn't yell it out, but he, like, kind of was like, oh, he mouthed it, he was like, and I was like, I looked at him, I'm like, me? Like, it was, like, one of those moments in the movie, I'm like, me? Like, what, me? Me? What? Excuse me, come again, what? And he was like, oh, you. And I'm like, okay. I was like, what? Alberto's, like, pointing at me right now, what's happening? And then he looked at me, and he's like, he mouthed, I love you, to me. He was like, I love you. He drew a fucking love heart in the air. He's like, I love you. Pointed at me. And, like, as he said that, like, I love you. And I was like, I literally, I was about to, I got so emotional, I was about to cry. I was in shock. Like, I didn't know how to respond to that. I was like, oh my god, like, is this happening? And the translator who was up on the stage with them, who's also one of my friends, her name's Sophie, she would translate the English to French for the French fans in the audience. She went to Alberto, she's like, you know you're gonna kill, you're gonna give Adam a heart attack if you keep doing that. And he's like, he started laughing. And I was just like, I think I said thank you, like, to him over there. I was like, oh my god, like, Alberto just pointed and said I love you, which means he's watched my reaction videos. Obviously, how else would he know me? And I'm like, this is surreal, this is insane, this is crazy. And then, oh my god, I'm having a moment already. And then he came, after the panel finished, Jade and Alberto came down the podium and where I was sitting. And Jade walked off, and as Alberto came past me, he turned and came over to me. Alberto Rosende came over to me. Willingly came over to me. Like, a moment for that, please. He came over to me, and I was like, oh my god, he's coming over to me. I was like, oh my god. I was really excited, actually. I was so happy. And he's like, dude, and I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, I can't believe. He's like, I watch your videos. He's like, Dom introduced me to your videos. Hold the phone. Dominic Sherwood, Dom, watches my videos? Excuse me? What? Dom watches my videos. He showed Alberto my videos, and Alberto was like, yeah, Dom showed me your reaction videos, and I have to binge them all, and, like, they're amazing, they're so funny. And I was like, okay. Oh, there are photos. So one of the photographers in the front row took some photos of that moment of me and Alberto meeting. When he came up to me, I'll post them on the side here. You can see them now. Like, look, his arm is his hand's on my shoulder. Like, I'm touching his, like, bicep, man. I didn't want to let him go. I was just so happy to, like, that this even happened. I'm like, this is insane. This is, like, I think that was, like, the most shocking moment for me because... like, when would that ever happen? Like, this would, like, what? Like, oh my god. And he's like, and we just kind of kept chatting, and I'm like, wait, Dom. He's like, yeah, he introduced me to them, and now I have to binge them when I get home. Like, they're so good, and you're just amazing. I love you. And I was like, thank you so much. I can't even believe this. And we just kept talking, and then he had to go, obviously. Like, he was like, you know, for him to even come over to me was insane. But, like, obviously he had to go. And I was like, don't leave. And, like, he you know, was like, I'm like, I'll see you later. But, yeah, I'll see you soon. Because, like, I got the ops with him. So he left, and I was just sitting there, like, shook. Like, did that just happen to me? And, like, people are coming up to me, like, oh my god, Alberto came up to you. I'm like, I know, what the hell? That's crazy. I was like, this is insane. I'm not okay right now. I was, like, having a thing. And then, oh my god. And, like, I had to tweet it straight away, and, like, and I tweeted out saying, oh my god, Alberto just came up to me and said, you know, Dom introduced me to reaction videos. And now then Alberto actually liked that tweet. And because my phone was going nuts with notifications, because I was, like, kind of live tweeting, like, my experience, it was going nuts. I didn't even see his like until, like, later on when someone pointed it out to me. I'm like, holy crap. And, like, so at this point, I know Kat, Dom, and Alberto, and Matt all watch my videos, or know about me. Like, that is literally insane. I would have never thought this would even be possible in a million years, right? Like, that's literally crazy. Like, I can't even begin to describe what a surreal experience that was. Like, I have never been that happy in my entire life. Like, already just meeting Matt just made my life, and then Harry and Em and Will, and then having Kat mention my videos, and then Alberto actually coming up to me, like, it was the best feeling in the entire world. And that wasn't even halfway through the first day. This was before lunch. Like, and I'm like, how am I living right now? I mean, I love the afterlife. It's great. So, okay, so that happened. That was fucking crazy. That happened, and then, we had the next round of photo ops, which was Kat, Dom, Alberto, and Jade. So we went into the photos, and I think who did I see first? I think it was Alberto, actually. Yes, or actually no, it was Kat. I don't know. Anyways, we'll do Kat first. Waiting for Kat, and I knew that, and you know, I was a little bit nervous, not for Kat, but I was a little bit nervous meeting the cast, like all of them. But like because they knew me already, and I knew them from watching Shadowhunters and stuff, it's like we were already friends. Like, it wasn't even awkward at all. Like, it was just like we were already friends, and it was amazing. So I went up to Kat, and when she saw it was me, she just gave me the biggest smile and, like, just had her arms opened, and she's like, hey you, and I'm like, hey Kat. I didn't do it like that, but I was like, inside I'm like, oh, I have so much love for Kat, like, you don't understand. Like, for her to even film a video with me, to meet me in Melbourne, and then, like, meeting her now, like, she's just the most sweetest person. She has the most purest soul in the entire world. Like, she's just the most sweetest, the most beautiful person. Like, I literally wanted to cry. I kept telling her I loved her over and over again. I'm like, I just love you, and I kept thanking her. Like, she's just the sweetest thing. She's the sweetest person. I love her. I have so much love for her. So she just had her arms open. I walked up and we hugged. I'm like, so good to see you again. And it's like, you too. And in the opening ceremony, when she was talking, her voice was was half gone because she got sick when she was in Melbourne, and me too, because I had gotten sick the day before I left, which was like the same day Kat got sick on the Friday. And I was like, you got sick too? I got sick as well. Like, my voice was gone too. Like, I had a cold. It's like, me too. My throat was sore. I was coughing. I'm like, me too. We're just kind of bonding over the fact that we were sick in my city. And she's like, yeah, it was crazy. Like, it was insane. I got so sick. I'm like, yeah, me too. Like, it was insane. And then we took our photo. Guys. Oh, look. She's like, do you have a post? Like, she's like, did you watch post? I'm like, you know what? And we just did this huggy pose. I'm like, you know what? This one's perfect. Like, this just represents everything that we are. Like, I mean, it's just, I want to cry when I see this photo because it's so beautiful. And she's, I'm literally about to cry. I can't. Nah. I'm going to get so emotional now. Like, leave me alone. So I was like, I was like, I'm so good to see you again. I'll see you later in the audience. Like, yeah, I'll see you soon. I'm like, thank you. And she's like, no, thank you. I'm like, oh my god, Kat. Oh, Queen, I love her so much. Okay. So we went to Alberto was next. And Alberto, man, let me tell you, Alberto is so cool. He is amazing. I was next. When I lined up, I was next. And when it was my turn, I walked up and he's like, dude! And I'm like, dude! It was so funny. I said to him, what did I say? I was like, I can't believe you even came up to me in the panel. And he's like, of course I did. I'm like, I had to. I'm like, I am in love with your videos. Like, your 309 reaction, which was the episode where Simon attacked his sister. He's like, that episode had me in stitches. I was crying. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, you did such an amazing job in that episode. I'm like, you always do, but you were just so good. You made me cry. He's like, thank you. I was like, you're crazy. And it's funny because that was one of my favorite photo ops because we were just chatting like we were mates. And we were just chatting, right? And then the lady was like, oh, guys, your photo. And we're like, oh, shit, because we forgot that we were even in a photo op, you know what I mean? We got so caught up in just chatting with each other. We just kind of took the photo and then turned back and started talking again. It was crazy. And we were talking for so long, the lady had to tell me to get out the way. She's like, in a nice way though, she was like, oh, sorry, we got other people. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. And everybody's like, oh, sorry. And we just kept talking and it was so funny because like the lady had to like move us along. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And so the photo, we were talking, took the photo, turned back. It turned out so good. I'll show you. Like, listen, when I tell you, bros only. I'll get to that in the later on, okay? Like, honestly, how cute is that? And I'm an idiot because I kept wearing my my pass in like the first bunch of photos when I realized I could take off and give it to someone to hold. Like, I'm stupid, right? Anyways, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is an amazing photo. He has the best smile. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm in love. Okay, listen. I've always loved Alberto. I always have. I always will. But after the con, I have a new love for Alberto. Like, I left that con, I would die for Alberto. Like, he's like on the same level as Matt almost. Because, like, I just love him so much. And, like, he's just in... I don't know what it is. His smile, he's just so sweet. He's crazy. Oh my god. I would die for Alberto. I would die for him. 100%. Like, that man is... I love him. I can't... I'm not. No. Insane. Amazing. Incredible. I can't. Okay. So, Jade's photo op was next. And Jade surprised me. So, walked in there and it was so comfortable. I was just like... What's up? I don't even know why I said that. I didn't even know. I was like, what's up? And I didn't do it that crazy, but like, I was like, what's up? And he's like, what's up, man? And he was like, everyone's talking about you, like the cast. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, everyone's talking about you. We're so excited to meet you. And I'm like, Lord, where's my wig? My wig is already, I can't find my wig anymore. And I was like, for the Shadowhunters cast to actually be talking about me is a dream come true. Like, everyone was excited to meet me. Like, who am I? I was literally living my best life. Like, it's so insane. And I can't even describe how much I love Jade. He's so nice. And he was like, we're so excited to meet you. And I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. This is crazy. Like, your videos are amazing. I'm like, thank you. It was so surreal, man. And we took a photo. And if I can even get the photo out. And it is so cute. Look, he's so precious. He's so cute. I love Jade. I love them all, okay? And I said to him, I'll see you soon in the order. I was like, yeah, I'll see you soon, man. And we left, I left, and then Dom was next. Actually, Dom's photo op happened later on because he was doing his private lounges, but I'll just do his photo op now since I'm, remembering it. Went to Dom's, and I was so excited to meet Dom because already knowing from Alberto that he introduced him to my videos, like, so Dom's watched them, and like, I was so excited to meet Dom because I knew he would be so excited to see me. So I went in there and he looked at me and he was like, oh, hey. He's like, no, what do you say? He's like, hey dude, what's up? He's like, hey man, what did he say? He said something, I don't know what he said. He said something, I can't remember. And he's like, oh my god, hey. And I'm like, hi Dom. And he's like, I looked at him, I'm like, I can't believe you watch my videos. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you know what's funny? I never knew. So he's like, someone mentioned a reaction video to him. I think it was Kat. I'm just assuming it's always Kat. I don't know. Someone mentioned the reaction videos to him, and he didn't know, Dom didn't know what a reaction video was. And he was like, I had no idea what a reaction video was. And when someone explained it to me, I was like, oh, cool, I'll check it out. And I saw your videos. He's like, he had watched a bunch of different reactions, but he said that mine were his favorite. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then he's like, yeah, yours my favorite too. And he kept roasting me because my 310 reaction got blocked. And I'm like, he's like, where's your 310 reaction? I need to see it. I'm like, I know, dude. I was like, Dom, I know. I'm like, Dom, please. I'm like, I know. I'm like, Constantine, I'm like, you got blocked. And he's like, oh, those fuckers. I'm like, same. Bitch, same. I could relate. I'm like, I was like, when I get back from Europe, I'll like fix it up and then I'll tweet, I'll let you know. And he's like, yeah, please, because I'm dying, I'm hanging out to see it. I'm like, oh no, thanks. Flips my non-existent hair. I'm like, thank you. We took our photo. He was fangirling so hard over me, I can't. But me to him too, like you know what's funny though? Okay, that's our photo op. How cute is he? Look, I'm so tiny, I can't. I'm so short, man. It's kind of embarrassing. But, oh well. So, you know, photos, and in the show, photos don't do Dom justice. Like, in real life, Dom is so gorgeous. Like, I could just stare at him all day. Like, he's stunning. And, like, in the show, I'm like, yeah, cool, Jace. But, like, in real life, Dom is just, he's so lovely. Dom is just such a nice guy. And, like, it just makes him more attractive, you know what I mean? Having that really nice personality, it just makes him that much more attractive. But he's gorgeous. Like, he is gorgeous, and I would die for him too. Sorry, but facts only. Alright, so that was my first round of photo ops. Was the first round of solo photo ops. Then we went to, like, the duos and the trio ops, like, the other group shots. So the first group shot I got was Will and Kat. And let me just tell you, Will and Kat, this was our photo. I walked in, and Kat just has the best smile every time she sees me. Like, look. Come on. Hold on, the light's in the way. How actually cute is that right now? Like, come on, please. Like, I walked in, and I was like, hey, guys. And she's like, hey. And he's like, hey, Adam. And I was like, how are you guys? I'm like, yeah, we're good. And I'm like, I kept hugging Kat. I don't even care anymore. But then both in the same room, like, oh my god, dead. I was like, and so I said bye, you know, see you soon, whatever. The next op I had, it was like the group shot. I forgot about the group shot. So they had, okay. So before that happened, we had the group panel, right? Where all the cast were on stage, and the fans were asking questions. And it was funny because, like, they kept answering the question, but then they kept going off topic. And the poor translator had to, like, kind of keep up and try and translate back to the French fans. And, like, she did such an amazing job, Sophie. I love her so much. I think I'm getting the two group panels confused. I don't remember which is which. But there was one point where they asked what dinosaurs would they be. And Matt's like, I don't know, oh my god, someone's gonna meme that, aren't they? He was like, that one, and then Harry was like, that. I don't know what the dinosaurs' names are called. And then one was like, what superhero would you be? I'm not sure what day they were asking this, but this is all I can remember, because everything happened at once. We had the group photo right after that. And I walked in there, and the lady was like, oh, what pose do you want? And she fucking grabbed my arm. I'm like, bitch! I think it was because, like, it was a group first, like, it was a bit, you know, everyone had to get a lot of people through, because it was, like, all the cast. And she was like, well, do you have a pose? I'm like, not really. Because I struggle with poses. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm like, not really. And then I walked up, and they were like, hey, Adam. Everyone was so happy to see me. I can't. I was dead. They're like, so what did we... Because this one was a bit of a quick photo op, because, like, it was a whole cast, and there were so many people. And like, what pose did you want? And I'm like, And they're like, I'm like, maybe badass and funny. And there was a bit of a mixture of both, because no one really knew what to do. It's like, everyone just did whatever they wanted to do. And this is the group photo. I mean, listen. Am I not part of the cast right now? I am the cast. Like, look. Like, even my friend Abel, my co-host on Shadowhunters podcast, he was like to me, this looks like a group shot from like season 4 promo pics. I'm like, I know, right? Like, how good does it look? I was like, that's what I said and look at M. Like, actual queen, like, how do you pose like that in one shot? Like, I can't do that. The next up later on was like M and Matt. It was a Lightwood duo. And oh my god. Walked in there, having Matt and M in the same photo is iconic. And like Matt, I had to stop staring at Matt because I kept staring at him. I was like, because he's so tall, I was like looking up, like, hey. I walked in, I'm like, hey, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, guys, going? And like, yeah, we're good. And they're like, so what pose you want to do? And I was like, badass pose, maybe. And then we did a badass pose. It turned out so good. Oh, look, Matt's touching my shoulder. Can you take a look? He's just touching my shoulder, like, right there. Like, can you take a moment? Like, and look at M being so gorgeous and like a goddess. And like, in my head, I'm like, this is us fighting freeform for like a season 4. And like, I'm in love. I'm in love with this photo, man. And I was like trying to recover because like Matt was there. And then I had the M and Jade photo up. And, okay. I think we did badass as well. No, that was a fighting one because Matt was like, we'll be your backup. I'm like, yes, sweet. And he touched my shoulder, I was dead. And then M and Jade's was a badass pose. And like, look, a Sealy, a Shadowhunter, and a Mundane walk into a bar, right? And look at M's arm on my shoulder, like queen only. Like, how do you pose once like that and look flawless? I can't relate. And Jade's hot and everyone's hot and I can't. And then I had my Matt and Dom, the Parabatide duo that you all deserve. And oh my god, I walked in there, right? I said, I was so straight. I was like, boys. Like, I said it so, like, I'm a straight boy. I was like, boys. Like, who says that? It's because I was too shook, right? I'm like, boys, what's up? Like, how are we, boys? And like, I think Matt laughed. Sassed me much. And Dom's like, hey man. And I'm like, I just was like, it's so good to see you guys again. And I'm like, yeah, you too. And Dom's like, I'm still waiting for your video. And I was like, Dom, please leave me alone. I didn't say that. I was like, Dom, please. Kept roasting me about this video. And Matt's just laughing. I'm like, Matt, I'm attacked, right? Like, being laughing, I can't. This is our photo op. I mean, look, the parabatized sandwich. And then that is low-key Matt's hand on my waist. Like, take a moment, please. Like, it's what you deserve. And like, I was trying to think of cool poses, but I'm like, you know what? End of the day, I'm just really happy to meet the cast. And like, just to have a photo with them is everything I always wanted. So like, this turned out amazing. Like, I didn't need a fancy pose. I just needed me and them in the same photo, smiling, being happy. That's all I ever wanted. And I got that, and I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. That was all the photo ops that I did were complete, okay? That was all of them, okay. Then I had Alberto's private lounge, which was like about 20 people, 20 or so people in a private room with Alberto. We can ask questions like a private thing, you know. And plot twist, M actually joined with Alberto. And so we had M and Alberto in the same one. I'm like, dude, Sizzy rise. And M fucking teased Sizzy because someone asked her in the panel, in the private lounge, someone was like, oh, if you could describe Izzy, if you could describe Izzy in like 3 words, in 3B, what would they be? And she literally said, falling in love. Sizzy fucking rise, okay, please. Sizzy rise, man. Sizzy rise. Like, that is not the biggest Sizzy hint you ever had or what? Please, that is the biggest Sizzy hint. And then it made me sad because, like, the show's cancelled for now. And, like, if you don't get to see Sizzy happen, like, I'll be so upset. And then, let me tell you, because I was VIP, I was in the front row with a bunch of other people. And, like, I was here, Alberta was literally, like, where my camera is right now. Like, it was that close. And I kept staring at Alberta because he's so pretty. And his smile, he has the best freaking smile. And he's just adorable, he's the sweetest. And like, I just kept staring at him. And I'm like, I need to stop looking at him because like, this is like stalker, like this is bad. And that, I think it was in that moment, in that private lounge, I realized how much I truly love Alberto. And he kept smiling at me and like, I want to die. And we took, at the end of the private lounge, we took our group photo together, which you can find here. And it was really, really sweet. And then there was all the autographs happened. And then, okay, the autographs, man, okay. When I went to Kat's auto, oh my god, how funny, right? I walked up and she's just like, Adam, and I'm like, hey Kat. And she's just so happy to see me all the time, and I'm like dying inside. And I'm just happy to see her as well. And I gave her a photo to sign, to autograph. And she wrote, Adam, you're the greatest. Adam, you're the greatest. And then she signed it Kat with the Shadowhunters angelic rune. And she was like to me, we were just kind of chatting, and she was like to me, oh my god, how did you go with Matt? Did you survive? And I'm like, is that not the biggest mood of the convention right now? And I was like, and she's like, did you survive? And she looked at me, I looked at her, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And she started laughing. And I was like to her, they all watch my videos. And she's like, I told you. And I was like, damn it, Kat. And she just gave me that smile, like, I told you they watch, like, you're amazing. I'm like, oh. Like, just to hear it from Kat saying, you know, of course they watch it, you're amazing. And I'm like, girl, like, I said to her, I'm like, you have made my life. I repeated this over to her. She's probably sick of me, do you understand? I'm like, I love you, but thank you. Like, I just have so much love for Kat. Like, oh my god, we'll die for her too. And then I went to Jade's op. And Jade was like, what's up, man? How are you enjoying the con? And I'm like, dude, it's been insane. And he's like, I'm so glad. And I'm like, I'm so glad to meet you finally. He's like, Adam, love heart, with exclamation mark. And he's like, thanks for everything. And I'm like, Jade, my child. He's my child now, I claimed. Like, cute, right? In Harry's op. Oh my god, Harry's though. I was gonna get Harry to sign a photo, but then I had the most craziest idea for like them to sign my cap. You know, this one that they wore, like, hello, look, we'll get to that soon. So I went up to Harry and I'm like, hi Harry, and he's like, hi. And listen, let me tell you right now, looking into Harry Shum Jr.'s eyes is a religious experience that I never knew was possible. Like, staring into his eyes is just something insane. And I was like to him, would it be weird if I got you to sign my cap? It's the one I wear in my videos. I gave it to him. He looked at the cap. He's like, yeah, sure. Looked at the cap, looked at me, looked at that cap again, and was like, oh, it's you. And I'm like fucking passed out. Like, are you joking? Like, Alberto needs to catch me. I was like, I was speechless. I was like, yeah, that's me. He's like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, oh my god, Harry knows me. Harry knows me. That's fine. That's a thing. That's a thing that happened right now. He signed my cap, and he was like, I think I said to him, thank you for everything. And he's like, thank you so much. And then I went over to Alberto's one, and he just gave me the biggest smile. He's like, hey, Adam. I'm like, hey. Like, he's from a first name basis now, please. I got him to sign my cap and a photo. Because I was going to get them to do a photo and the cap, but only some could only do one photo, the assistants would only let some of the cast sign one thing, but Alberto, like, signed two because he's cool. So his message was, Adam, you rock, keep being dope, Alberto. He's like, I really want to write, Adam, you fucking rock, but I don't think I can say that. And I'm like, no, do it, it's fine. And then the assistant next to him's like, no, don't do it. I'm like, okay, never. I was like, okay, sorry, never mind, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, you write you rock, I'll know what you meant. So I know that Alberto meant you fucking rock, okay? I know what he meant, God bless the Lord, okay? And then he signed my cap as well. And so as you can see, Alberto's is here. Harry's is there, and that is it for day one. For now, it was Will, I think, and Will's the sweetest thing. He signed my card saying, Adam, all the love, Will, which is really, really cute of him. I love Will. And then I went to M, and M was like, she wrote, Adam, thanks for the love, Emeraude, and like, she was And the thing about the autos is that when you go up there, they get you to write your name on the card so they can know how to spell your name. All of the cast didn't even need the card because they all knew my name and they all knew me. Like, they didn't even need the card, and that just made me so happy, like words cannot describe. And then I went over to Dom. Yes, I went over to Dom, and then I looked at Dom. I'm like, hey man. He's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, would you like to sign my cap? And he's like, oh, is that the one you wore in your videos? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, that's insane. Of course. Signed my hat. That is, where's Dom's? That's Dom's right there. Dom Sherwood signed the cap. Then he signed a photo for me. Adam, signed it for me. God bless. Then I went to Matt. Matt was my last one because, save the best for last. I'm joking. They're all amazing. Went up to Matt and I was like, hey Matt. And he's like, oh hey. We're friends now. And I was like to him, I got him to sign. Yes. I got him to sign my hat. I wanted him to sign a photo too, but he could only sign one thing because I asked the lady and she's like, no, only one thing. I'm like, damn it. But lucky I had another autograph with them all the next day. So if I didn't get him to sign the cap this time, I will get them to sign it the next day. So it wasn't really a big deal. But I got Matt to sign the cap in this auto. And he looked at me and he kept sassing me for being on the internet. He's like to me, I would have said, hey, and he was like, are you going to post this on the internet? Like maybe a video, like a reaction video. And I'm like, I looked at him, I'm like, Matt, please. And I'm like, I will. I'm like, it's what I do. So it was, to be sassed by Matthew Daddario is something, a dream come true to me. He sassed me and it was fantastic. So I'm like, do you want to sign my hat? The one I wear in my videos. And he's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, also, would it be okay if you wore my hat in our photo tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, I would love to do that. So, Matt wore my hat. That's for the next day. I'm like, thank you so much, Matt. I'm like, I'll see you on the internet. I'm like, yep, I'll see you there. Walked out, and that concluded all the autos. And then that night, we had the dinner party. We went to this boat, and we all sat on tables of 6 or 7 people. And then the cast arrived, and they take a turn going to each table and chatting to the 7 of us for 5 or 10 minutes. Matt, Em, and Harry didn't come because they were super tired. To be honest, can you blame them? Really, honestly, can you blame them? So it was only Kat, Alberto, Dom, Jade, and Will that came. And let me just say, when Dom came up to the table, he looked to my table. He looked at me and I was like, hey Dom, we all said hey, and he looked at me and he's like, we were just watching your reaction videos in the car right here. And I was like, dude, you can't do that to me and expect me to live. I'm like, oh my god. Dom was like, yeah, we've been binge watching them in the car the whole time. You're amazing. I love your videos. And I was like, holy shit, that is just happening. And we all started talking. And then when it was Kat's turn, Kat held my hand at the table, right? And she was like, does anybody else watch Adam's videos? And everyone's like, yes, we do. And she's like, they're amazing. And she was like, oh. And then we just started talking about the show and about, some hints for 3B and, favorite and worst moments of the season, blah, 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 blah. And then Alberto came over to the table and he literally, Alberto was like to us, okay, guys, real talk. No, wait, before I get to Alberto, Kat said to me, she was like to the table, I want to hear your opinions on what you thought of the season and what you think. And she's like, Kat's like to me, Adam, I know what you think already, because she was and she's like, you, and I was like, oh yeah, I know. She's like, you know what I think. And she's like, you spill the tea, Adam, spill all the tea. And I'm like, I will, Kat, I'll spill all the tea. Kat wants me to spill the tea. I love Kat. And I always forgot with Dom as well. He was like to me, when I watch your videos, you have these predictions and then they turn out to be correct. And I'm like, damn, this guy is good. So Dom's just so excited that I can predict stuff that comes true in the show. And I'm like, that's amazing. Okay, Alberto, he's like, okay, guys, real talk. I've had a lot of champagne. I've had 3 or 4 glasses of champagne. They just keep giving it to me. And I've been drinking it. So if you want to ask me anything about 3B, now is the time to ask. Because I'm about to spill everything. And we're like, oh my god. And Alberto Loki gave us a really, really good teaser for 3B. It was something, the way he worded it, it made it seemed so interesting. And really sad, actually, like really, really sad. And I'm like, holy crap! I said to him, I'm probably gonna cry in my video. So, and we just started talking about, you know, his music, if he's gonna do any other songs in 3B. Oh my god, Alberto showed us something, showed us a trick. He showed us something. What did he show us? Shit. He was telling us how he got, in 309, when he got to that really emotional state, he told us how he got there, like what the process was for him to get to that point and how it all works. And it was so interesting to hear it from his perspective. Like, it was really, really interesting. So that concluded. Then after they all talked to us on the table, they all left, and then we had dinner, whatever. And then that kind of concluded day one, because then I went home and cried. So this is only day one, guys. This is not even day two. So obviously I'm going to split this into 2 videos, because day 2 there's still so much. I just wanted to say that also, even though I met all the cast, like having all the other fans come up to me and say thank you for your videos, and like wanting to take pictures with me, and getting to meet all the fans who watch my videos was an insane experience. And they're just so happy to see me. They were just so happy. They were like, thank you for your videos, you've really helped me. Like, it was so touching. I met so many incredible people on day 1 and day 2. I just met so many incredible fans that were so beautiful. I loved them so much. So if I saw you, if you took a picture with you, if you came up to me, like, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. I loved it so much. Just thank you. So, yes, that includes day 1 of my THOS experience. So the link to part 2 will be down below. Make sure you click it to check out the next one. And, you know, this is like in the next video. Like Shane Dawson, in the next. It's like part 2. In the next video. Me and Matt with our iconic joke. Pigeons having sex. Bro, dope, friends, everything's happening. You will not want to miss part 2. Make sure you check it out, because I'm going to continue the story right now. Or maybe tomorrow when I have time to film part 2. Thank you for watching part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this really, really, really long story time. Thank you. Make sure to watch part 2 right now. Click the link below, and I'll see you soon. Love you. Ciao for now. Bye.